Have you ever spent hours perfecting your makeup, getting your hair just right, putting on that gorgeous new dress, and then you look in the mirror and something just feels off? Like no matter what you do, your silhouette still looks a little too straight or a little too boxy. If you are nodding your head right now, trust me, you are not alone. Welcome back to My Life, My Rules, the space where we navigate all the beautiful, messy, and totally valid parts of our queer journeys together. Today, we are going to talk about a literal magic trick. And honestly, it is something that almost nobody talks about when we discuss passing, or just feeling feminine and confident in our bodies. We always hear about breast forms, hip pads, contouring, finding the perfect wig, or voice training. And yes, all of that is amazing and important. But we are skipping over a secret weapon that is probably sitting in your closet right now, or at least it should be. We are talking about belts. Now, I know what you might be thinking. A belt? Really? I use those to keep my pants from falling down. But listen, in the world of feminine styling, especially for transgender women and male-to-female crossdressers, a belt is not a functional tool to hold up your jeans. It is an architectural tool. It is an optical illusion. It is how you literally draw a brand new waistline onto a body that maybe did not come with one straight out of the box. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let us dive into the advanced art of waist creation, because this is going to change the way you look at your wardrobe forever. Here is the thing about bodies assigned male at birth. We generally have what the fashion world calls an inverted triangle or a rectangular body shape. Our shoulders are broader, our rib cages are wider, and our hips are narrow. The classic feminine silhouette, that hourglass shape that so many of us crave and feel dysphoric without, is all about the ratio between the waist and the hips. If you don't have wide hips, the easiest, most effective way to create that hourglass ratio is to make the waist look significantly smaller. And that is exactly where the belt comes in. But you cannot just slap any belt around your middle and call it a day. There is an absolute science to this. First, let us talk about geography, specifically where on earth your natural waist actually is. If you are used to wearing men's clothing, you are probably used to wearing your belts down around your hip bones. You have to unlearn that immediately. That area down there, that is a danger zone for us if we want to create curves. Putting a belt across your hips just highlights the narrowest part of your lower body, which makes your shoulders look even wider. Instead, we need to find your false natural waist. To find it, I want you to stand in front of a mirror and slide your hands down your rib cage until you feel the very bottom ribs, right before the soft part of your stomach begins. For most of us, this is about 2 or 3 inches above the belly button. This spot is the holy grail. It is generally the narrowest part of our torso, and by placing a belt exactly right there, you are instantly shifting the visual center of your body upward, which elongates your legs and creates a cinched focal point. But the type of belt you use is just as important as where you put it. Let us talk about width. Skinny belts, those little half-inch leather bands, are very cute, but they are not going to do the heavy lifting we need. A skinny belt over a straight torso can sometimes just look like a piece of string tied around a box. It highlights the straightness rather than changing it. What you need to look for are wide belts. I am talking 3 inches, 4 inches, or even wider. Thick, elastic cinch belts with a sturdy clasp in the front are absolute lifesavers. Because they are wide and stretchy, they do 2 things. First, they physically compress any soft tissue in that area, gently pulling you in. Second, they take up enough visual space on your torso to literally break up the blockiness of a straight chest and straight hips. My absolute favorite secret weapon, though, is the obi belt. You know, those soft, wide, wraparound belts made of leather or fabric that tie in a knot at the front or the side. Obi belts are magical for our community. Because you wrap them around yourself and tie them, you have complete control over how tight they are and exactly where they sit. And the way the fabric crisscrosses or knots creates this beautiful, organic texture right at your waistline that draws the eye inward. It softens the entire look. If you do not own a black full leather obi belt yet, please do yourself a favor and get one. It will become your best friend. Now, let us talk about color theory, because you can use color to trick the eye even further. You probably already know that dark colors are slimming and light colors are expanding. We can use this to our massive advantage. If you are wearing a dress that is a lighter color, maybe a soft floral, a pastel, or a bright jewel tone, Pairing it with a wide, dark belt like black, deep navy, or dark burgundy creates a focal point that visually shrinks your middle. The contrast makes the eye perceive the dark band as much smaller than the bright fabric above and below it. It is instant contouring, but for your clothes. Of course, the belt cannot do all the work completely on its own. It needs the right supporting cast. A wide belt over a skin-tight bodycon dress might just highlight that you do not have wide hips underneath. The real magic happens when you pair your perfectly placed, wide belt with the right silhouette. Fit and flare dresses, skater dresses, and A-line skirts are your best friends here. The whole goal is volume below the belt. When you cinch that belt tightly right under your ribs, and then the fabric of the skirt flares out and away from your body over your hips, you are creating the illusion that your hips are as wide as the skirt. The belt says, look how tiny the waist is, and the flared skirt says, look how curvy the hips are. Nobody looking at you needs to know that under that flared skirt, your hips are narrow. All they see is the beautiful, sweeping, feminine curve you have built. And here is an advanced layering trick that I absolutely love, especially for fall and winter, or if you are feeling a little self-conscious about your shoulders. It is the open jacket trick. Take a beautiful, flowy dress, cinch it at that high natural waist with a great belt, and then throw a cardigan, a blazer, or an oversized unbuttoned shirt over the top. But leave the jacket completely open. What this does is incredible. The open sides of the jacket cover the outer edges of your waist and your shoulders, so all people see is the center panel of your dress with the belt pulling it in. It literally shaves inches off your visual width and gives you this incredibly delicate, structured look. You can also try belting over a cardigan or a slightly oversized button-down shirt. When you put a wide belt over a looser top, the fabric naturally gathers and poofs out a little bit above and below the belt, which, again, creates the illusion of a fuller bust and fuller hips. It is all smoke and mirrors, honey, and we are the magicians. I also want to talk about comfort and posture, because feeling feminine isn't just about the visual shape, it is about how you carry yourself. When you wear a wide, supportive belt around your waist, it actually encourages you to stand up a little straighter. It acts almost like a gentle hug, reminding you to pull your shoulders back and lift your chest. That subtle shift in posture does wonders for how your clothes hang on your body and how your silhouette is perceived. But please, and this is so important, do not squeeze yourself to the point of pain. We are not doing 18th century corset training here. The goal is an illusion, not suffocation. If you are uncomfortable, if you can't take a deep breath, or if you can't eat a meal, the belt is too tight. When you are uncomfortable, it shows in your face, it shows in your body language, and it completely kills your confidence. And confidence, honestly, is the most feminizing thing you can possibly wear. You want the belt to feel secure and snug, like a gentle reminder of your waist, not a trap. Can be really emotional, you know? Figuring out how to dress the body you have while trying to reflect the soul that you are. Takes trial, it takes error, and it takes a lot of looking in the mirror and trying to be kind to yourself. There will be days where the outfit just doesn't work and the dysphoria creeps in, and that is okay. That is a normal part of this journey. But there are also those moments, those incredible euphoric moments where you put on the right dress, you wrap that obi belt around your ribs, you step back, and suddenly, there she is. You see the curve. You see the shape. You see the woman you are, reflected right back at you. That is why we share these little tips and tricks with each other. It is not about conforming to some impossible standard of beauty. It is about giving you the tools to express yourself, to feel safe in your presentation, and to walk out the door feeling powerful, beautiful, and completely in control of your own narrative. So go raid your closet. Dig out those belts. Experiment with where they sit. Try them over dresses you thought didn't look quite right on you, and see how a simple cinch can completely change the architecture of the outfit. Play with wide elastic belts, try out an obi belt, and remember to keep the volume flowing below the waistline. I promise you, with a little practice, this one simple accessory is going to completely elevate your style and your confidence. I would absolutely love to hear from you all about this. Have you tried waist belting before? What is your favorite style of belt? Or do you have a specific dress that just transforms when you cinch it? Drop your experiences, your struggles, and your victories in the comments down below, because we all learn so much from each other in this community. If this video helped you or gave you a little spark of inspiration today, please hit that subscribe button and give the video a like. It really helps the channel grow and ensures we can keep having these important conversations. Don't forget to check out the other videos on the channel for more tips on navigating life, style, and identity on our own terms. Until next time, remember that your body is a canvas, your style is your own, and you are absolutely beautiful exactly as you are. Keep writing your own rules, and I will see you in the next video.